Coach, just any area in particular that surprised the most, just how the game turned out tonight?
Well, the final score.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the tenor of the game, that definitely surprised me, going into this, but Milwaukee played a great game. It felt like we were, just trying to catch up and on our heels, most of the game. And that's a credit to their force that they brought to the game. All those 50-50s, offensive rebounds, the transition easy points, that really probably was the deciding factor, and just the feel for the game, and they dominated those areas.
They say inside the paint, I think it was 48-26, and then 26-11 second chance points. So I think they shut you guys out in the second half, second chance points. And that's happening. Just how tough is it to try to find a way to come back and try to get on top?
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously really challenging, and they took it to us in the paint, and we just could not grab a hold of that.
Max Strus, so 25 points, seeing what he was able to do. It seemed like he was everywhere when he was on the floor tonight.
I mean, there was, just very few pockets where, it felt like, guys played well. Caleb, I thought, brought a great energy, to the game. I don't even know how many points he had. Just, he was mostly himself, out there. Max did some good things. He knocked down some shots, but I don't think anybody's really thinking about, individually who played well, because, as a team, we did not bring our best game, obviously.
Close out back going back home. We get home. Hopefully Jimmy gets back. Just hopefully trying to potentially get some reinforcements and try to.
Yeah, we'll see. Regardless, the NBA doesn't stop. Our schedule doesn't stop. We have enough, but we have to get back to Miami, get some rest, and get ready for a big game on Monday, which was what we already talked about in the locker room after the game.
All right, Alex, you can go via Zoom.
All right, we'll start with Ira Windeman. Go ahead.
Erik, there have been some really rough starts over the last week. The Denver game, the Cleveland game tonight, all 60-point first quarters allowed by the opposition. I know you're shorthanded to a degree, but what's allowing other teams just to get out to those huge totals in the first two quarters?
Yeah, I don't know. And I want to make sure that doesn't turn into a trend.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to dig into that. And, we missed some open looks, but again, I think just off the top of my mind right now, in these three games, we did not defend to our best capabilities when the ball wasn't going in, and the way they were playing and the way we missed some shots at the beginning, they probably would have a lead, but it's not a double-digit lead if we're really defending the way our best version of ourselves. And we have to get to that more consistently. When we're at our best defensively, regardless of what the scheme is, we always give ourselves a chance to win, and we did not do that tonight.
Erik, tonight Tyler became the second youngest Heat player to 2,000 points, this behind Michael Beasley, the second fastest to 2,000 behind Dwayne. I'm just curious, on games like today, where clearly there's so much more focus on him, do you still appreciate that he just kept shooting, that he kept trying to find a way? Obviously, no one wants a 4-17 night to celebrate a milestone, but is there something to be said that Tyler will always keep pushing himself?
Well, Tyler's a competitor. At his core, he wants to compete against the best. He wants to impact winning. He works at his craft constantly. He's diligent with his film study and his drill work, everything. Is try to get better and to help our team win. I don't even look at him, as a young player necessarily anymore. But just overall, I don't think there were very few of all of us that brought a great game tonight.
Thank you, Erik.
All right, up next, we have Cooper Moorhead, Heat.com. Go ahead.
Yeah, so, obviously helps when you do have Bam, but even over the last month, on the defensive rebounding side of things, there's been some kind of gradual slippage there. I'm just curious, is there any answer to that beyond just a refocus from everybody involved, or is there anything else to
I
it?
think that's it. I think it has to be a big refocus and recommitment to it. Through the first 5-6 weeks of the season, we were one of the top rebounding teams in the league. And we came into training camp in the preseason, the start of the season as a major emphasis. It still is an emphasis, but it's getting away from us a little bit. And we have to make sure that we get back to finishing possessions the way we're capable of.
All right, Coach, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you.